Who do we still have not online?
Councillor Fletcher, I think.
Councillor Fletcher.
Okay. Wonder if we should get started on the preliminary stuff. What do you think? In a couple by 8:35.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many board
Did
members
speak to
are
her assistant, so I assume that she will be coming to the meeting. She just might be a little tardy then.
How many board members do we have? 1, 2, 3.
We have 8
Oh,
right now, and
I
we're
see.
just missing Councillor Fletcher.
6. Okay.
Michael,
Let's start.
lost him. Michael, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Paul.
Is it you that won the bronze in 2015 at the World Championships?
Yeah, they had at the World Championships in Beijing, which was in the Bird's Nest, which was this huge stadium, World Championships. They had a Masters event there for old guys, and it was 50 years old and above, and they invited the top 10 from around the world, and I came third in that. I actually won the world.
Yeah.
I won the World Masters Championships twice, actually, for 800 meters. So I
got, Once you said Once you said you were in track and field, and I was like, wait a second, Michael Sherrar, I know that name now. Now it's all coming.
Now we figure it out.
Now
right?
it's
Well,
all.
It took us all this time to figure out that we're with a celebrity.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, congrats.
You're being
That's
very
wonderful.
modest, Michael. You're like a world track star.
Yes. You all clearly don't Google and treat people like you know you can do. You can do. It's easy these days.
I think it's time to start the meeting, Raj.
Yes, you're on, Michael.
If everybody goes to the runningmagazine.ca and Google Michael, there's a whole article about him.
Oh, okay.
Runningmagazine.ca.
Oh, there's Councillor Fletcher.
Now Michael's changing the topic.
Yeah.
And then, no, he runs every day in the valley, but nobody can catch him.
Yeah. I think we're good to start. Rajni, we can start the live stream, I think, and for Lawrence to start.
It is on. His live stream is on.
Okay, thank you. Then let's start the meeting. Good morning and welcome to this virtual meeting of the Board of Directors of the Toronto Seniors Housing Corporation, which is being live streamed on YouTube. In addition to the participating board directors and the interim leadership team, I'm very pleased to welcome Tom Hunter, Toronto Seniors Housing Corporation's first Chief Executive Officer. Tom brings a wealth of experience in social housing and healthcare, working with seniors, most recently with the Hamilton Housing. Tom started this week and is getting up to speed quickly on the final stages of preparation for the June 1st transition when TSHC will become the landlord to seniors tenants. After transition, Tom will be meeting and getting to know seniors tenants across the 83 buildings as together we start the work of strengthening how we meet the needs of our tenants. A warm welcome also to our virtual audience, and thank you for joining us. Let me begin with the land acknowledgement. As a City of Toronto Corporation, the board acknowledges that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. The board also acknowledges that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaty signed with multiple Mississaugas, and Chippewa bands. We have come a long way from the day we first met on 30th June last year. A lot has been achieved in such a short span under the leadership of Michael and his team. A lot more needs to be done to fulfill the expectations of all the seniors who have made these 83 buildings their home. Miles to go before we declare mission accomplished. I hope and wish we will reach our goal sooner under the leadership of Tom and his team. We have a full agenda today. A few more policies need to be in place before June 1st, and they require the board approval. I want to thank the transition team for the preparation of the materials brought forward and the board directors for your reading and consideration of those materials in preparation for the discussions we will have today. We have no deputations today. Before we move to approve the public agenda, a couple of points to note. Item number 21, additional policies for approval, was delivered as a separate document and includes an attachment regarding the TSHC acceptable use of IT policy for use by TSHC. Item 24, project status and risk report, will be a verbal report. May I now have a motion for approval of the public meeting agenda, unless we have any suggested edits?
So moved, Carrie?
Moved by Carrie and seconded. I need a seconder.
I'll second it.
Sorry, I can't see. Who is that? Seconded by?
Jim.
Oh, Jim. Thank you, Jim. All in favor? Carried. Next item on our agenda is declaration of conflict of interest. Would any member of the board like to declare any conflict of interest? Having heard none, let us move to the next item on the agenda, that is approval of the public meeting minutes of April 28, 2022. Any edits or suggested changes to the minutes?
Moved by Paul.
Yeah, I need a seconder.
Seconded by Warren.
Seconded by Warren. All in favor? Yeah, carried. Next, item number 5. That's the approval of the closed session meeting minutes of April 28, 2022. Can I have a motion for that?
Moved by Warren.
Moved by Warren and seconded by, need a seconder? But seconded by Jim. All in favor?
I think my pictures.
Carried.
What do I do? Yeah.
Next will be item number 6. That's action items.
Won't come out in what? Yeah.
Can we have it on the screen if it is possible? Action items. Okay, I think all of you have it in your board package. Any changes or any updates? Yeah, Carrie?
Thank you, Lawrence.
But we
Sorry.
ball.
Sorry,
Yeah.
is that someone? Sorry. Regarding item 32, I'm wondering, because I made a bit of a fuss last time about the suicide prevention training that's been suggested for the entire organization, if it has been moved to the action items list because it's on pause and it's going to be discussed. Is that the case?
Hi, Carrie, it's Michael here. I think we've put it on there for reference for us for the future once the staff Housing Corporation, just to make sure that we've got all of the suggestions with respect to training for the future, and that those are covered
Wonderful.
off. So this will be
Yeah.
something after
Wonderful.
transition. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much, Michael.
Brenda, you have any comments? Brenda? I think we have lost Brenda.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay. If there are no other comments or any other suggested changes, then we can move to the next item. That's the